In 2008, a sensational TV documentary series called Super Size Super Skinny set out to test the effectiveness of diet plans, pills, and even surgery found in clinics around the world and sold over the internet. The series lasted 6 years, and out of those tested, most failed to work long time, and some even had some disastrous side effects. The presenter of the series, Anna Richardson, who had struggled with her weight for most of her life and has tried almost every possible method to get to her perfect weight, claimed only one method to actually work. She has now become a household name in the UK and a role model to millions for personal transformation using this simple technique you're about to discover now.
Really interesting. I've lost 1.5 stone.
Wow, good for you.
Yeah, and it kind of keeps coming off.
Right.
And the best thing I did throughout the entire journey was hypnosis.
Yeah.
That's what worked for me. I saw an amazing woman called Marissa Peer who does a lot of sports people and a lot of celebrities, and yeah, I'm kind of
Did she talk to you about, you know, the way that we talk about this relationship we have with food, but a lot of people do have an ode, it's a bit skewed, and eat for comfort and are rewarded with food when they're kids. And do you think that she kind of gets to the bottom of that?
Totally. We worked out that I was an addictive eater, so, you know, you put a massive plate of chips in front of me, I'm going to eat every single one.
Oh, I'm with you. I'm there. Absolutely. I'm exactly the same.
Yeah. So she kind of, she managed to break that.
That's really interesting. Fascinating.
Here is the actual clip from the episode of Super Size Super Skinny, where Anna reveals the process that finally led her to reaching and maintaining her perfect weight, and also gaining a new sense of self-confidence, motivation, and even romance.
So far in my quest to drop a dress size or two, I've tried the strangest ways to lose weight. I've gone in search of a surgical quick fix, bon appetit, and I've tried to find a miracle weight loss pill. And although I've lost 1/2 stone in total, they were all flawed, and none of them have stopped me wanting to pig out on all my favourite foods. Do you know what? I'm absolutely starving. I've just nipped out to get a load of supplies. Bread, pastries, this is my real comfort food. Pasta, crisps. Oh. I'm your typical failed dieter. I'll stick to the latest fad for a few days. So this week I'm taking my dieting to a higher plane with hypnosis. From now on, dieting will no longer be about my rumbling tummy, it's all about the power of the mind. Hypnosis, schmipnosis, I mean, come on. I mean, some people think it's great, but I reckon it's probably a load of old baloney. OK, so I'm a bit sceptical, but it's apparently what caused Lily Allen to drop 2 dress sizes, and you can't deny she does look great. But before I embark on this mind game, I want some proof. So I've come to Leicester to meet 32-year-old Catherine, who's been hypnotised to eat less.
It has changed me. I've dropped a dress size in 3 weeks. And there's no effort there from my part. It's all because my mind is now telling me to change the way that I eat, change the choices that I make with my food.
Fantastic lunch. Grubs up. Brilliant. Let's see how Catherine gets on with a plate of pasta. She claims to only eat now till she's full. Unlike me. Do you know what? I could probably pack in double that amount. I love pasta. And once I start, I can't stop.
That's a huge portion, though.
Do you think so?
Yes.
You see, I look at that and I think, is there a war on? Brilliant.
Looks lovely.
You're full. We've only had a tiny bit.
But I feel full, so I've obviously had enough.
Thanks very much. The meal will go in handy, and long may your hypnosis reign.
Thank you. Good luck to you.
Leading hypnotherapist Marissa Peer has agreed to help me lose weight. Fat chance, but here goes.
As I count backwards, you're going to see your feet, hear your feet, feel your feet, treading each step. So right now you're looking down 10 steps. How old are you?
About 9.
Just describe what's going on.
It's Sunday lunch and it's very stressful, and it has to be a family lunch and it has to be a roast dinner, and therefore we have to eat everything.
You have to eat everything because of your diet. So just take this hand and just squeeze it into a fist. And this is how big your stomach is. And now every time you're eating, you can literally feel your stomach contracting. And for you, saying no to excessive amounts of food is saying yes to being the weight and the shape and the size you want to be. And food can never, ever be an issue again. Food can never control you. Just open up your eyes, feeling really good about this session. How do you feel?
Like I've been asleep for about 1 million years.
It's so peculiar. You really do kind of go into this trance-like state. It's almost like, if you've never been hypnotised, it's almost like just that period of time just before you wake up. And you're kind of aware of what's going on and you feel incredibly relaxed. You know, it's a really nice state to be in. I don't know how this is happening, but the following morning, instead of my carb city breakfast, toast, crumpets, lashings of butter and jam, I'm content just to eat some fruit. What did she do to my brain? Check that out. Marissa, you'd be proud of me. But is there any basis for why hypnosis might work? I'm hoping psychologist Dr. Emma Short can give me the answer.
Firstly, there's a state called focused attention, but it's also accompanied by this really heightened relaxation. I don't know, did you experience that, this feeling of real floatiness?
I felt very, very calm and very focused.
If in a normal conversation I said to you, oh, can you remember the first time you ever went into the cloakroom at school when you were 5 to get your PE bag? You probably couldn't. But with a very highly focused attention, you could probably remember what it was like. And then if I asked you, how did it smell? Was it raining? And so on, and I started to engage all your other senses, it would become more and more vivid and more real. So if it's done well, you get this short, really intense burst of that early experience that may be affecting present behaviour.
So maybe it is possible to get my unhealthy eating habits hypnotised away. Okay, it's a day since I've been hypnotised to not overeat and to avoid eating absolute rubbish, so this is the acid test. Ooh, white bloomer. I mean, to be honest, it smells absolutely delicious. Do I want to eat it? No. I mean, this is the kind of stuff that normally I could just eat packets and packets and packets of. Really doesn't bother me. I'm slightly worried about where old Porker Richardson has gone. She who could literally do an eat all you like buffet, no problem at all, suddenly not interested really in all that old fatty, greasy, carby food that I used to love. I'm kind of really content just to eat really small amounts and quite healthy stuff. Do you know what? That was delicious. And I've even left a bit on my plate. I wouldn't dream of eating a bar of chocolate right now. I'm worried that I'll still go weak at the knees at the sight of a bowl of crisps or a packet of biscuits. So Marissa has some visual devices to put me off those foods for good.
So, a little exercise in fat burning. You know, we all delude ourselves that crisps are just potatoes cooked in natural oil, but they are in fact solidified fat, and when you set fire to a crisp, you're going to see how slowly that burns. Imagine how hard your body has to work to burn off that fat. Can you see the fat coming out now?
Ew.
Yeah, look. And you can get a teaspoon of fat from this crisp. Smell that?
That smells fishy.
Put your finger and thumb together for me like that. And when I pull them apart, I want you to resist. So as I pull, you push. So just keep resisting me. So you can see you're very strong. Take that and put your finger and thumb together for me and resist me. See how weak you are. I mean, that's just like pulling pieces of paper apart. It's so simple.
I can't even resist. It's bizarre.
You literally have no strength in your hands at all. That's like a baby.
Okay.
Put your finger and thumb together and resist me. Can you see the difference? Because you're holding a proper food, a real food. Within 10 days, you will form a different relationship that will last forever. And that's it. We're all done. I look forward to seeing less of you very soon.
Fantastic. Thank you so much.